Hey, here we are again, America. Last night of the season in the books. Woo! Whoa, man, what a cold day it was today. January 19th. Back to the truck for our final hunt recap of the season. Man alive. Well, tonight's hunt definitely turned out way better than I anticipated from what happened right off the bat. Let me get all this stuff off. So it was a screwball deal, man. This morning I got up. And pulled a set on another farm, a lone wolf, that I needed to make this move up here over this food source. Winter wheat mixed with corn stalks on the south end of it, where I saw a big buck last night. And so I got in the timber about 9 this morning and had the stand hung by about 11:15. Pulled it, repositioned it to this farm and hung it in the cold, and it was hard to do anything with today. The wind was just abysmally bad. Sub-zero wind chills, high of like 13. I think it's, let me see what the temperature is now. Yeah, 13 right now. So I come back about 10 minutes till 2 and get in the tree, and I'm there just up in the tree getting all my gear situated, and I realized that I've lost the sleeve out of the fourth arrow shoulder that holds the camera arm snug, so that was kind of a bust. I made do with it. I kind of rigged up a shim and filmed like it was. I didn't do too bad, but so then a guy with 3 Doberman pinschers comes out of the timber, and he walks right out in front of me at like 40 yards. I think he was out shed hunting or taking his dogs for a walk, and I thought, this is busted. So I got down and I was getting ready to leave. I packed all my stuff back up and I was getting ready to go to another stand, and I got halfway out of the field and I'm like, you know what? It ain't over here till I say it's over. And I went right back to the tree. I put in that amount of work. I'm just going to sit it out and commit to it. Got everything situated again. I was sitting back down about 10 minutes till 3, and there were a couple of hunters on the other property over there just kind of walking the edge. I don't know what they were doing. Looked like maybe they were rabbit hunting or something. This is going to be a bust. As it turns out, it wasn't. I got within spitting distance of 5 deer. Not near the numbers I thought I would see. One nice 2-year-old buck, and I had a almost shot at a big doe, and then I had right there toward the end of shooting light. One doe was giving me a look there about 30, so I got the camera on him, got it in frame, drew back, and when I looked down in my peep sight, I just couldn't do it. It was just, I just didn't have the target picture that I would have liked. And man, the 20-year-old me would have just sent it. But I've learned over the years, don't end the season on a bad note. So I held on to it. She repositioned and I drew back again, looked through the peep, and I just again couldn't do much with it. So I let back down and they all went off. So I had a good night despite having run-ins with men and Doberman pinschers, random. Definitely didn't see the buck I was in here after, but I got through the night pretty decent. The wind chills were terrible, and I spent about 3.5 or 4 hours out in it, which is a testament to this Sitka gear and these Cabela's Trans-Alaskan pack boots. You don't have to break this stuff out all the time, but it's nice to have when you do. I probably could have hunted legitimately 6+ hours straight today with all this gear, but anyway, that is the close of my archery season. I feel like I had a good season this year. I just I fell short of the mark on buck tag number 2, but the buck tag I did fill was on a great buck, one of my best bow bucks ever, there in early November. I encountered, I was thinking in the stand, I had encounters with 6 total shooter bucks that were on our hit list, and I brought home one of them, and he's actually finishing drying up in the taxidermy shop right now, so hope to get him this week. And then I shot a nice big doe there towards right around Christmas, both archery kills. I didn't shoot anything with a gun for the first time in years. I don't know when the last time that happened, maybe never. I just didn't. But you know, I had a miscue on a big buck with the muzzleloader. I encountered him twice more after that. Had a good, well-rounded season. I didn't miss any animals other than that one with the muzzleloader. I didn't miss anything with archery equipment. I didn't wound anything. I made good, patient, measured shots on everything. And I felt like I did a really good job of hunting strong from opening day in October here to the last day here in January. So, you know, maybe take that for what it's worth. I've had fun bringing it to everybody. I've got, as usual, I've got plans for the off season, a lot of things to work on. You know, just a handful of things I felt like maybe I was weak in this year, and I do this every year, just try and pick a few things that I need to work on and just make myself better. So I'm looking forward to bringing 2020 to you. Looking forward to shed season. Really looking forward to spring turkey season, and starting that grind all over again here before long. Next season starts tomorrow. It always does. There is no longer a whitetail off season for us anymore. But anyway, I'm happy with how tonight's hunt turned out, even though it turned out to be to start with, turned out to be kind of a conflab. But you know, that just goes to show you, guys like that hunt public ground run into people all the time. The moral of the story of tonight's hunt is it ain't over until I, the hunter, decide that it's over. So always take that into consideration. I had a good hunt, and I'm glad I went back and stayed. So, been a hard day of field, guys. I hope everybody got out safe tonight and ended their season on a high note. And I'll catch you on down the road.